Hello, friends. How are you? I hope you are doing really good. So, in today's video, we will learn about column basics. In the last video, we did experiments related to columns. So, what is column? It is a vertical member loaded with compressive load. So in this case, it is a uniaxial column as this load is passing through the CG or center of gravity of this column. So this is uniaxial column. All these concepts related to how columns are classified we will see in this video. So I am Yugandhara Tadele and we are watching the column basics. So let's get started. Engineering Fundamentals by Yugandhara Tadele. Content of this topic are Introduction, Column, its definition, then types of columns based on material, types of columns based on cross-section shape, effective length. Then, what is moment of inertia and center of gravity? What is radius of gyration and how these things are related to columns? So, let's get started. Columns. So, column is a structural member subjected to axial compressive load. In this picture, you can see that how beams are being supported on columns and columns carry load to the foundation. In this picture, you can see the columns, how they are supporting building and architecturally they are enhancing the look of the building. Now we will see types of columns. Types of columns based on construction material used. First type is reinforced concrete columns. So concrete columns with steel reinforcement are reinforced concrete columns. These columns are mostly used in the construction industry. Concrete is robust under compression but fragile under stress. Hence, to boost this tension capacity, structural steel reinforcing is installed. So you can see this is the concrete column and this is the reinforcement. How the columns are constructed, that is shown in this picture. Second type of columns are steel columns. You can see here these steel columns. Steel columns are columns made of structural steel. Steel construction is comparatively robust, flexible, and long-lasting than concrete structures. There are different types of steel columns, but T-section steel columns are most commonly used in steel structures. Next, we will learn about types of columns based on shape. The type of column is square or rectangular. Here in this picture, you can see this is a rectangular column with reinforcement and this is a square column. This is the picture. So, about the square or rectangular column, these are extensively used to construct heavy structures and buildings. Simplicity of shuttering and supporting it from collapsing due to pressure while concrete is still in flowable condition. So it is easier to construct and they are also cost effective. Next type of column is a circular one. Here you can see these circular columns. So circular columns are used in piling and elevation of buildings for mainly aesthetic purposes. And it has bending resistance higher than square or rectangular column. Why? Because it uses more than 4 longitudinal steel bars as reinforcement. So these are generally utilized in bridges as pillars. Why? Due to good resistance against deflection. L-shaped column. These are simple to create and cast, and these are excellent option for giant constructions and buildings. And workers use these columns to support corner building wall. T-shaped column. These are used as a side column and it is most used when building bridges. V-shaped column. These are used when room's shape is still trapezoidal. And as compared to other columns, sufficient amounts of concrete are needed to build this one. Types of columns based on effective length. So based on effective length, there are 3 types of columns. Long column, short or strut, and intermediate columns. So long columns are the columns which has length is more as compared to its cross-sectional dimension. And short columns, these are the columns which has length very less as compared to its cross-sectional dimension. And here is one more concept called crushing load. So the load at which short column fails by crushing is called crushing load. Next column is intermediate column. We saw long column, short column and intermediate column. But how to know these columns? What are the values? What is the criteria to differentiate? Yes. So the ratio of effective length to radius of gyration LE upon R minimum is used to differentiate between long column, short column and intermediate column. So in the next video, we will learn about effective length and many more concepts about column. Thank you so much to you all for being with me throughout this video. We will learn many more concepts in the subsequent videos. Till then, bye bye and happy learning! Find this video useful, then please share. It will help others and subscribe to get notified about the new videos.